Fresh juicy memes. Every day 7 PM British time. Time traveler. Go shopping. The timeline. Napoleon being mocked by his classmates for speaking French with a Corsican accent. Napoleon becoming emperor of the French. The emperor in real life. The emperor on coins. And for invading Egypt you would gain access to silence French. I do not wish to betray Rome. I only want to defend the empire. Murder documentaries be like. Charles IV had a long and successful reign. Until he hadn't. When you're happy, you enjoy the music. When you're sad, you understand the lyrics. Istanbul not Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Oh Constantinople. The people of Prague to other people they didn't like. I'm gonna throw you out the goddamn window. Mikhail Gorbachev after realizing about the collapse of the Soviet Union and that he won't be no longer in power. You can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed. Reagan, we begin bombing Russia in 5 minutes. His White House chief of staff. You what? Young rulers. The same rulers when they are older. How it feels to read an ancient manuscript and understand a word. Truman, 500,000 Chinese troops are going into Korea. Douglas MacArthur started the nuclear option. The USS Monitor in 1862, after showing the world how effective rotating turrets are. Good day, gentlemen, I'm here to change the future. Amateur historians. Wow, Switzerland is such a peaceful country, they never go to war. The Swiss mercenaries, who fought other people's wars for money for 5 centuries, and were a force of terror in Europe. Some third world country living in peace during the Cold War. United States. USSR. The 14th of April 1865. Fortunately the bad days are over. The 15th of April 1865. Now it's time for even worse days. Los Angeles, look at this. If we build an aqueduct from Owens Valley we can get water for our city. Owens Valley farmers. But without this water, we can't run our farms. Los Angeles, whoa, that's interesting, but I sure don't care. When you find out that Caligula died before having the chance to make his horse a consul. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. Cassandra insisting there's something fishy about the wooden horse. The Trojans. I'm from Memphis. Oh I love Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee right. The Soviets saying they will win the space race. The Americans saying they will win the space race. The Germans, who were the first nation to launch a man-made object into space. I'm not. Bacon. An experiment. An ornament. Clothing. A sport. Medicine. Entertainment. Nuggets. Going to stay in exile on Elba. Horses after some self-propelled cart replaces them as the main form of transport. Dynamite being used in warfare. Alfred Nobel, who just wanted to provide a safer alternative to black powder and help people make some cool tunnels. Hello Soviet Union, I have too many farmers. What should I do with them? Forced collectivization. I'm convinced. You knock out an American soldier with gunfire. He gets back up and kills 5 soldiers. How do I pull off a successful assassination on you? That's the neat part, you don't. Early filmmakers. One of a kind copy of a silent film. Film booths a century later. Catholic Church. Don't do bad stuff to the natives. The Spanish. How about I do anyway? San Marino being a constitutional republic since 1600. The US being a constitutional republic since 1776. Could this drought be a natural phenomenon completely outside of the emperor's control? No, it must be, because he lost the mandate of heaven. You compose a song that soldiers will march into war with. It ends up becoming associated with the circus, clowns, and people acting like idiots. How dare you prohibit alcohol? Priests and rabbis can still have alcohol. You know, I'm something of a priest and rabbi myself. That's a nice hull integrity you have there. Would be a real shame if something happened to it. Other nations. We've spent months trying to create the perfect helmet that is both good to look at and it could protect our troops. Britain. Bowl. CIA agents after someone suggests they should try killing Castro with an exploding cigar. I'm skeptical that you could, yet intrigued that you may. When you're a Bronze Age civilization in the 13th century BC and you finally get that day at the beach you wanted. When your country has a bad case of sea people, send in the Greek Navy. Leaving the new Irish Free State alone, making them buy their land back, Great Britain. Mercenaries throughout most of history be like winning a battle, looting the enemy camps, using a normal pistol or rifle at the Olympic shooting event, bringing an AK-47 to the Olympic shooting event, naming your city after the landscape, literally every civilization, naming your city after yourself, naming your city new city, naming your city after the date of a war only you think you won. Every empire that ever oppressed the Jews, I'm going to outlive you. The unshackled, raw power of Mother Nature, the Spanish Armada, the even larger English counter armada, a Galician peasant woman. What people see. What Vietnamese farmers see. Napoleon III, I'm as great as my uncle, Otto von Bismarck, Helmut von Moltke the Elder. Infinity War is the most ambitious crossover event in history. People who say Caesar, people who say Caesar, people who say Gaius. Napoleon, I shall achieve a great victory here at Waterloo, Arthur Wellesley, Gebhard Lebered von Blücher. Soviets, trying to defend themselves from the Chinese, completely outnumbered them and keep charging. You dare use my own spells against me, Mao? People with this kind of mustache have a 1941% chance of breaking the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Muslims. Fine. Behold how happy we look before Israel existed in this photo. Truman relieves you of command and sets an unbroken record for lowest approval rating of a US president. MacArthur asking for 34 atom bombs to use against North Korea. Harry Truman. You have 4 million marks and you are a millionaire. Germans in 1923. Bread costs 4.6 million marks. Scheisse. When the Jews rebel for the third time in 70 years. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? I'm not. Bacon. An experiment. An ornament. Clothing. A sport. Medicine. Entertainment. Nuggets. A good Tsar. Trade offer. I receive extinction. Sort of. You receive our genes. Neanderthals. Dear Dutch Republic. If Protestantism is so good, then why does God claim he is on my side? Curious. Pedro II, King of Spain. Spaniards killing and exploiting American Indians. Guys? Vasco da Gama. India would be that way. Giant sloths go extinct and nothing else can poop out your seeds. Cavemen in Tahua can think you're great on roast taper. China after the Chinese Civil War is over. Fortunately the bad days are over. Now it's time for even worse days. It says here that you committed war crimes on the Eastern Front. Yes, I hate commies. You're hired. NATO. Jimmy Carter. I'm running for presidency. Can I get something that can get more people to vote for me? The state of Georgia. The Tyrians. We will be safe behind the walls. Alexander the Great. Turn right to go left. Go west to get east. What is my purpose? You mine silver. Dios mio. Jews. Persian Empire. Other minorities and religions. the authoritarian and monarchist Russian Empire, the Democratic and Republican French Republic, the German Empire's growing influence. 9th century girls, 19th century girls. Bernie Sanders, National Rifle Association, Republican Party, Neril Pro-Choice America, Tiberius is a Luigi of the Julio-Claudian dynasty. He's not as popular as Augustus, but he's not crazy like Nero or Caligula. Claudius is Toad. House of York, House of Lancaster, House of Tudor. 20th century technology development in a nutshell. I'm Speed. Cherokee code talkers transmitting messages during the second battle of the Somme. But how are they supposed to intercept what they are saying? Japan, China, Korea. Ancient Indians. I scared Alexander the Great with my might so much that he returned to the west. I defeated the Persians and took land up to modern-day Turkmenistan, Iran, and Uzbekistan, all this while being centuries ahead of other civilizations in science and mathematics. Medieval Indians. Please don't invade. Teachers. Crime never pays kids. British Empire. Hawaiian natives stabbing James Cook when they lend their knife to other natives so they can stab him too. Sharing is caring. Stand amongst the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts of honor matters. 500 Soviets. Simoheha. Hiding the truth about the harmful effects to continue the sale of their products. Asbestos industry. Tobacco industry. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in at 5 PM British time for a video of changing topic, and at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you didn't already.